Hey everyone, good evening to you or good morning, depending on when you are seeing this. This is Roger, Grubus Games Unlimited, and hello! I hope that you're having a great weekend. It's actually July 1st right now. So I hope you're having a great weekend and you're doing good and enjoying the summer. And as always, it's great to chat with you and hang out. There's a lot of exciting stuff to talk about in this update, especially Dungeon Crusade Chronicles. We are going to get to that, and I think you're going to like the sound of this. But first, like I said, I hope you're doing good, enjoying the summer, enjoying any games you might be playing. I live here in the States, so it's going to be our 4th of July celebration. So I want to tell you, if you hear a bunch of popping and banging, there's fireworks going off like kind of to the left of me. I'm in my studio room, but so if you hear that, there's festivities already starting. And before I forget, I hope you, if you celebrate 4th of July, I hope you and your family and friends have a very awesome and happy and safe 4th of July. Okay, let us get on with our video update, Kickstarter video update. So this is update number 23, and it's kind of a big one, guys, and I'm just happy we're kind of going downhill now. So let's start with our poster here. Update 23, like I said. Pledge Manager has closed, and we closed that. I worked with the support team manager over there. That has been closed. When did we close that? It was like 5 days ago, I think. But right after that, reserve copies of the game are available with manual invite in the Pledge Manager. So we talked it over, so we're going to get on with that. Well, actually, we should just go up here and read this, but it's just kind of the same thing. Yeah, Pledge Manager is closed. Working with the manufacturer working with the production manager at the manufacturer on mass production. We've been doing that. Reserve copies of the game are available. These are limited. Dungeon Crusade Chronicles is being developed, and much more. I'm really excited to talk about this. I'm going to be working with my very good friend Paul. And Paul, I think, knows the game better than me. He's a really nice guy. So let's get on with this. We got a lot to talk about, but I don't want to keep you. But I'm really excited. This is just my opening, as I always tell people. And then previously on Dungeon Crusade, you can click to go back to this. And I have a link for you in the comments section and the description of the video for that. So we're just going to roll with it so we can get this going. The Pledge Manager has closed. And there have been some people that reached out. I'm always here for you guys. You know that needed their address updated. If you need that, just let me know. I'll be more than happy to help you out. And I forward that over to the support team manager at Pledge Manager. And they are very good at getting it done ASAP. So if you need help with anything, just please let me know. Of course, we had to get the final data information to our production managers at the manufacturer. So that happened days ago. And it's been busy for me, guys. I wanted to have this update out a few days ago, but it's like nonstop Crusade chaos, and I love it, and I'm grateful. One thing I want to emphasize is make sure your email is in your order. That's how you're going to get your tracking information. So just make sure that your email is in your order. If not, of course, I will help you. Just let me know. And then there's a link. Now, I think you can look at your order, but it's fully locked down, so you can't add anything. But we do have limited, like these reserve add-ons and copies of the game. So if you'd like to add something, let me know. We can work that out for you. Like I said, the games will be shipping out this summer. Production manager said 25 to 35 days for printing, give or take a few. So pretty much in the month of July. Maybe it'll get done sooner, and of course, shipping starts immediately. So, you're not going to have to wait very long for this game. Shipping will be July, August, into September. Jeff is our shipping manager. He will be the go-to guy. So once everything is printed, and he'll be chatting with the manufacturer, we'll have a concrete date. But you can expect that date right there for when to expect the game. And this is a big one right here. Do you have an incomplete order? And let me explain, just let me backtrack. Pledge Manager was at Origins last weekend, and Pledge Manager, they handle almost thousands, of different projects, games and projects in that. So they were kind of backlogged with, getting back to everyone, and I was emailing them, and I got one of those automated things that said they're out of the office. They were a little bit late, which is okay. It's totally fine that they were late on sending out the email reminders. You may have got one, and if you tried to click on the pledge manager, you're going to get this. Do you have an incomplete order? For a limited time, and I never want to stress pledging, but if you're going to want this game and you want to secure a copy, now is the time to do this in the next, few days. And that's because the manufacturer is setting things up for the printing of the game. It's out of our hands right now. It's all on them to get set up. So if you got this message here, let me know. We can finish your order, and we can open the pledge manager briefly, let you finish up, and then of course lock it down. And that's how we'll do it with the reserve copies that we're going to be talking about right now, as a matter of fact. So they were just late on getting the final email reminders out. So if you want to finish your order, just let me know, and I'll be more than happy to help you out. Reserved copies of the game and add-ons are available with the manual invite in the pledge manager. So we can give out these manual invites. So what it is contact me. I can add your email into the pledge manager, and then it will shoot you this manual invite, and then we can work on getting you one of these reserved copies, meaning you'll get it right when it ships. Limited availability on these because the game's going to print. So if you're looking for a copy of the game, just get a hold of me, and I'll make sure you are squared away and you will get one. And like I said, we're working with the manufacturer, as you know, on the printing of the game, and they just sent me some things to go over. Everything's looking great. And I would say next week this game is gonna start printing, and directly after immediately, I will have photos and videos that Kyra, our production manager at the manufacturer, will be forwarding me. So you will see it here on the channel. And then of course I'll link it over to the Kickstarter page and the Dungeon Crusade pages and all of that. But you guys will have it first if you're hopefully you're subscribed here. That way you'll have it so you can see how all this stuff is made. It's really cool. So I just wanted to give you all that. Reserved copies, pledge manager closed, incomplete orders, let me know. And I think the rest here is Dungeon Crusade Chronicles. And I put this together, and I'm going to tell you something, guys. It's kind of like a little reveal. And I've been doing this for a while now. There are so many people, and I totally get this, that said, Roger, we love Dungeon Crusade, but it's so grandiose and huge and all that. If there was a smaller version of the game, I would be all over this. And I've been working on putting something like that together. And it's going to use some components from the game now, like Freddy Lopez. I'll be working with him, of course. But what Paul did was he took this drafting dice, like where's the picture at here, where you draft these ability dice, or skill dice, I'm sorry, and warfare dice, and he came up with this little mod of just using one tile. And there's a terror track. I don't have a picture of it. Oh, it's kind of like over here. It's up here. But this game plays in under an hour. And it's just awesome. He did this rule book for it. He has videos on it. And actually, make sure you come here, because there you go. There's the setup, and there's a gameplay video somewhere. Why didn't they have that there? Well, it's right there. I don't know. There should be a picture of it there, but there's not. I don't know. It's weird. But you can see the setup. But this Chronicles does some really cool things. It's still Dungeon Crusade, of course, but it just changes it up, and it just offers kind of you like a bite-sized game of Dungeon Crusade, and it's really cool. So you start out, like, notice there's 4 areas here, 4 quadrants, and you use one hero, and you have to, like in this one that Paul designed, you have to find the Jade Key to save, who is it? Annika, I believe. It's a token, but like an NPC, and you have to defeat 2 champion monsters. So I'm going to be developing this even more with the help of Paul Ilpo, of course, who is just a brilliant and just an awesome guy, and we'll have a rule set. So this is going to be something that's going to be official, but I'm going to be taking this a step further with creating new tiles, and it could lead into a new game, which I think, with Paul, I'd have to give him credit, what he called Dungeon Crusade Chronicles. But like here, not final, work in progress. So what it's going to be is this. Of course, I want to make sure you guys who have the game have this. So the first thing is going to be coming up with an official rule set. I'm going to be doing, I love doing graphic design, and Freddie Lopez is going to get passed off to him. You know, he painted all the monsters in the game. I worked with him on the art. He painted the cover of the game box. He just did a lot. He's just one of my good friends. So you're going to have, hopefully I can describe this, like player boards, like a small mat. It's going to use, I'm going to get some of the art assets from Dungeon Crusade when I'm doing this graphic design. Probably something like the Dungeon UI board. I'm going to use something like that. And I'm going to make a place where you put the skill dice, like a pool. You know, it'll be all marked what these dice are. What was it? It was like health, I think, was red. Paul said orange is gold, green is essence, black is a monster die. And so I have to look, but I'm going to be playing this tomorrow, and I'm supposed to chat with Paul on the phone, and we're going to go over some stuff. And I don't think you can see, no, it's over here. There's even like a little merchant offering pile where you deal out 3 merchant cards, or loot cards rather. So, and then it always changes. And then there's some consumables that you can get. But that's the first thing we're going to do, is get this thing official and a really, you know, nice package with some stuff I'm going to design, so you can actually now play Dungeon Crusade Chronicles, a 1 hour or under 1 hour game of Dungeon Crusade. And you can tell I'm very excited about this. But then, keeping it a surprise, I want to take what I've been working on, and definitely these drafting dice, because it's such a cool thing. It's awesome. Incorporate that, and I don't know, maybe a smaller Dungeon Crusade thing, but with other locations and Avalon, and maybe a little part of Avalon as you adventure. I don't know. I'll save it for you, but just know my creative gears have been spinning like crazy, and just to give you guys something where I could work with people like Paul and Ilpo and a few others. And so, you know, that's what we're going to be doing, and possibly hit Kickstarter with it. But the big thing is, though, that was what I want to do, is just do a smaller version of the game for people who don't want the big, grandiose, huge, you know, fantasy adventure dungeon crawl thing. I love those kind of games. I love huge footprint games. But, you know, I want people to experience a smaller version if they don't want to do that. So, and with what Paul created, I think it would go nicely into this. So that is going to be that Dungeon Crusade Chronicles. So go here, watch some videos. He's got a ton of videos that shows the gameplay of it. It's awesome. And I love Paul. He's awesome. And it was so creative what he thought of. My fetch hound Yola is barking. Sorry. But real quick, you can read all this, come back to this, but I'd like to include new types of quests, other single dungeon tiles to use with Chronicles. You know, we have 4 dungeon boards: Ancient Ruins, Castle Blackwood, Cavern of Lost Souls. That would be a fun one. And that would be really fun, the Tomb of Kaladar. And so in Chronicles, there's, you know, he's using the terror track from the game, but I'm going to do a different kind of terror track for this. So it'll have maybe some difficulty options, and we'll get to that. But this is what I'm really going to be working on to get out. And yes, the random dungeon generator mode is still coming, but I'd like to get Chronicles finished up. And then we just go closing out here. So I hope that you enjoyed this, and I'm going to leave you with this really quick. I love music. You know, I play guitar, and I'm going to be hopefully starting my guitar YouTube channel here this summer when everything calms down. I always share bands who I love. Please check out this band. They're called Starbenders, and they are so diverse. They are so awesome. I mean, you never know what you're going to get from these guys and gals, and I can't say enough about them. This song right here, well, Blood Moon is my favorite, and this one, The Game. So check out Starbenders. I think you'll really like them. If you like 80s rock, a little bit of punk, alternative, they're great. So Starbenders. Guys, there you go. I hope you enjoyed this. I'll be chatting with the manufacturer tomorrow night, so expect another update. All right, guys, have a great weekend. Have a safe 4th of July, and I'll be talking to you very soon. Bye-bye. But wait, I'm not done. I cut myself off too soon. I did want to say a few things. Going back down here. I apologize about that. I love chatting with you guys and always forget stuff. But about Chronicles, that I would say that this might be ready in a month and a half. But what I wanted to say was when we get close to having like a final version, or even maybe a little before, I want to do a playthrough on the channel of this. So that's what I wanted to say. And I'm really excited about this Chronicles. It's just, it's something new now to, with what I've been working on, and now to incorporate this into it and working with Paul, I feel great about it. So that's what I was going to say. You can expect this hopefully a month to a month and a half. This will be ready. But on the channel, I'm going to be doing a playthrough of it. I'm going to play a few games of it so I can get acclimated to it. And I want to run some things by Paul. And actually, before we go, I'll tell you that one thing I'd like to add, and it's great how it is, I just want to, of course, respect with what he did. You can't see it, but it's over here. You'll see it if you watch the video, but over here to the left, I said there's like this merchant offering. I don't know what else to call it, where you have the loot deck and you draw 3 cards. And I think each round, the merchant has 3 new things to show. But by the merchant pile, that there's like one, I think Paul has a healing potion. And that's always there to, you could always buy it. I think it's 200 gold. But what I would like to do is maybe include all the consumables. Like, oh, no, it's the torch. That's it. He had a torch that gives you some extra movement. So my thing is, I'm going to run it by him. I would like to include all the consumables, like from the bazaar. And actually, even from the Avalon Adventure board game, we have those rejuvenation potions. So, like to restore essence potion, and even like the harvest bread token, the elderberry juice, healing potions, all consumables, and maybe put into a bag. And each round you draw 2 at random, and those are available. Then maybe at the end of that round they're gone. So you have to decide, oh, well, man, there's 2 health potions there. Maybe I have to get that, but then I have to buy this gear. So I thought that would be pretty cool to include all the consumables, and then after a round, you clear them, and they're not available again. You have to draw back into the bag of 2 more consumables. So that always changes, with torches and potions and all that. So that's just an idea I had with this. But again, go watch these videos. I think he's got a ton of them, and I've enjoyed watching them, and you'll get your head wrapped around what he is talking about with that. Okay, now I think I'm done. So sorry about that. I love chatting with you guys, to tell you what's going on. And so now as we really close out, just so expect next week, there's going to be a lot of updates. I would imagine, I'll have something from her early in the week, midweek, because I said is right when the game starts printing, can you just shoot me some videos and some photos so I could share them with everyone? And Kyra's great about doing that, okay? So there's much on the horizon, as you can see, with Dungeon Crusade. And as we scroll back to the top, and again, I just want to thank you guys for your friendship and your support and your love and your just excitement for the game. It is very exciting, and I'm happy for you guys. I'm very curious to see pictures from you, videos, your questions about gameplay. If you ever have anything, just let me know. I'd love to chat with you about it. Okay, now I'm done because I'm going to actually go work on some graphic design for the for those mats or play mats or play boards for that Chronicles game. So, and you know what I'll do actually? I'll share that with you as I'm working on stuff, kind of like a work in progress. I'll show you like that, like where the skill dice are and those warfare dice. So I'll give you some updates how it's going, and maybe chime in. I'll maybe ask you guys, hey, what do you think about this? Do you think we should put this here? So you will be a part of the, whoops, don't know what that was. You'll be part of the development process with it, and I think that would be great. All right, guys, have a great weekend. Like I said, have a great 4th, and I'll be seeing you very soon with everything that's going on. There's a lot. All right, guys, take it easy, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.